guys for tuning in. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to answer simple and few questions about music. So let's go. Question number 1. What is music? What is music? Many people might ask you about music. Many people might ask you, what is music? What do you understand about music? So I'm also waiting for your answers at the comment section. Music is the art of combining sounds to make them please to the human ear, or make them pleasant to the human ear. That is definition number 1. Music is the art of combining sounds to make them pleasant to the human ear. We also have another definition. Music is a combination of organized sounds. Combination of organized sounds with specific time pattern, which sounds pleasant to the human ear. It's combination of organized sounds with specific time pattern, which sounds pleasant to the human ear. We also have definition number 3. Music is a tool through which we express our feelings, our emotions, and our ideas through vocals and instrumental means. It's a way through which we express our feelings, our emotions, our ideas through vocal and instrumental means. And therefore, in conclusion, we can say music is combination of various elements which in totally make them pleasant or pleasant to the human ear. Combination of various elements which in total make them pleasant to the human ear. Question number 2 of the day. What are the elements of music? What are the elements of music? Music has 8 elements, which are the rhythm, the melody, the pitch, the texture, the timbre, the music form, harmony, and musical style. I say they are 8. We have the rhythm, the melody, the pitch, the texture, the timbre, the music form, the harmony, and the musical style. We have the rhythm. Rhythm refers to the movement of music. We have 2 kinds of rhythm. We have 2 types of rhythm. We have the regular and the irregular. Regular rhythm is whereby you can count the beats. Irregular rhythm is whereby you can count the beats. And irregular rhythm is like in chants, like where you can't count the beats, music beats. You can't identify the music beat. That's irregular rhythm. We have the melody. The melody is succession of notes in relation to one another that vary in pitch and are organized to make musical sense. Succession of notes in relation to one another that vary in pitch and are organized to make musical sense. It's a succession of notes in relation to one another that vary in pitch and are organized to make musical sense. The melody is also the most important part of music, so you must know the melody of music, the music flow, that is the tune of the music. In another name for melody is the tune. So it's the most important part in music. We have the pitch. The pitch is the depth of the sound, the highness, the lowness of the sound that determines the pitch. We have the harmony. The harmony is the simultaneous sounding of 2 or more notes, and the harmony is vertical. Unlike the melody is whereby you hear a note after the other. One note is sound after the other, but in harmony, 2 or 3 notes are sound at the same time. So the movement in melody is horizontal, but the movement in harmony is vertical. We have the music texture. The music texture means the music layers. The soprano and tenor. The alto and the bass, that are the music layers. The music layers. How the layers are laid. If it's 4 sounds, it's 4-layer music. If it's 3 sounds, there's all the soprano, alto, and tenor, it's 3 layers, the layer music. If we add bass to that 3, it's 4-layer music. So that is the music texture. The texture is the layer of the music. We have 3 types of music texture. We have the monophonic, that is 1 layer. We have the homophonic, homophonic is 2 layers. We have the polyphonic. We have the music timbre or the music color. It's a tone color that is distinguished in production. The production of a tone, it may be discussed or it may be explained as one dark, it may be bright, it may be brilliant, or it may be rich. It depends on your production. Maybe vocal, male voice may vary from female voices, and that's why we have the clef where we are coming to. So I will be explaining more about the clefs and music variation. That will be on timbre. We have the musical form, which is the structure, the shape, and the design of music. It's the structure, the shape, and the design of music. And we have 3 types of forms which many composers may use. One is variation, the other one is contrast, and repetition. Repetition, contrast, and variation. We have the music texture. The music texture means the music layers. The soprano and tenor. The alto and the bass, that are the music layers. The music layers. How the layers are laid. If it's 4 sounds, it's 4-layer music. If it's 3 sounds, there's all the soprano, alto, and tenor, it's 3 layers, the layer music. If we add bass to that 3, it's 4-layer music. So that is the music texture. The texture is the layer of the music. We have 3 types of music texture. We have the monophonic, that is 1 layer. We have the homophonic, we have the polyphonic. We have the music style, which is the general treatment of several music elements. That is the pitch, the rhythm, the harmony, the pitch, and the texture. So the general treatment of those elements, the other elements, form the music style. We have question number 3. What is a clef? And we say a clef is a symbol placed immediately at the beginning of a staff to give or to determine the exact pitch. You may also ask, what is the staff? So we have said that a clef is placed at the beginning, exact at the beginning of a staff. And what is that staff? A staff is also called a stave. And it's a collection or it's a group of 5 horizontal parallel lines with 4 spaces in between the lines. So 5 horizontal parallel lines with 4 spaces in between. So that is the staff. And we have types of clefs. So we have types of clefs, but I will discuss only 2 types of clefs. That's the G clef and the F clef. The G clef is the treble, is also called the treble clef, and the F clef is also called the bass clef. We have 2 types of commonly used 2 types of clefs. We have the G step or the G clef and the F clef. What is the time signature? Is our next question. What is the time signature? and it's a symbol that is used to indicate the meter or the time of music. The meter or the time of music, and consists of two figures like fraction, but it's not a fraction, but consists of two figures which are like a fraction, but it's not a fraction. We have 2, 4, 3, 8, 6, 16, 12, 8, and others. So an example of time signatures. I've said the time signature has two numbers which look like fraction, but they are not fraction. The top figure in the time signature stands for the number of bits, and the bottom figure stands for the type of bit. So the top figure, I say they are like a fraction, but they are not a fraction. So the top figure stands for the type, the number of bits, and the bottom figure stands for the type of the bit. We have several types of time signatures. We have simple and compound time signatures. Two types mainly, but we have other divisions in between. So we have two common types: simple time signature and compound time signature. And in simple time signature, one note is equal to one bit. One note is equal to one bit. And in compound time signature, it has dotted notes. So every dotted note stands for 3 bits. Stands for 3 bits. Each note stands for 3 bits. What is a key signature? What is the key signature? And the key signature is a symbol placed immediately after the clef, which consists of sharps or flats that indicate or show the key of music. It's a symbol which is placed immediately after the clef, consisting of sharps and or flats that indicate or show the key of music. The next question is, what are the scale, or what is the scale? And the scale, we say that the scale came from a Latin word called the scala. The scala means the ladder. The ladder. The scala means the ladder. So a scale, it's a musical ladder. Musical ladder. So a scale is a succession or simultaneous succession or progression of musical notes from one point upwards or downwards. Either a progression or succession of notes from one point upwards or downwards. That's what we call the scale. Step by step progression or succession, a step by another step from one point upwards or downwards. And we have types of scales. One, we have the major scales, we have the minor scales, we have the pentatonic scales, and we have chromatic scales. Chromatic scales. We'll discuss all those scales in later lessons. We may discuss them in, we may have a topic on water scales, or we may have a topic on scales and discuss all those scales. The last question is, what is the accidental, or what are the accidentals? And the accidentals are signposts that are used to change the pitch of music. They are signposts that are used to change the pitch of music. And we only have 3 signposts that are the accidental. We have 3. One is the sharp, the other one is a flat, and the other one is unnatural. A sharp raises a note by a semitone. A sharp raises a note by a semitone. A flat lowers a note by a semitone. A sharp raises a note by a semitone. A flat lowers a note by a semitone. A natural restores the value of note or the pitch of the note. A natural restores the pitch of the pitch of the note. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, like,